So we are looking at the pro forma of a comparative financial statement. So we said in the particulars column, either you take the pro forma of a profit and loss account or the balance sheet. And this particulars column is followed by 4 amount columns. The first column is the current year amount. The second column is previous year amount. The next amount column is absolute change in rupees. Next is absolute change in percentage. So the first amount column, you take the current year amounts. All these are given at the problem. The next column is you have previous year amount. All these amounts also are given at the problem. So whatever is given at the problem, those amounts we directly take here. So I said in comparative statements, what we do, we take the current year data and compare it with the previous year. Why? Because we want to interpret. So the first 2 columns, all the amounts will be given at the problem. Now the next thing, what do you mean by absolute change in rupees? How do you get the amount here? So absolute change in rupees is nothing but current year amount minus previous year amount. So current year amount minus previous year amount will give this one, absolute change in rupees. Suppose the previous year amount say was 300. The current year amount was 300. The previous year amount was say 100. And what is absolute? 300 minus 100. How much is that? It is 200. So like that you get this amount. Then the last column, absolute change in percentage. How you arrive at this particular thing? So it is absolute change in rupees, this one, divided by previous year amount into 100. So anything multiplied by 100 will give us a percentage. So if you take this example, what is the absolute change in rupees? The absolute change in rupees is 200. Okay. Divided by what? Divided by the previous year amount. What is the previous year amount? The previous year amount is 100 into 100 will give you what? Will give you a 200%. So when compared to the previous year, the current year amount has increased by how much? We have increased by 200%. So that's how we post the values in this. So there is a 200% increase when compared to the previous year. So now we'll take a problem and we'll understand this better. So today we are looking first at comparative balance sheet. Okay, we are taking problem number 15. So go to your worksheet, come to problem number 15 in comparative statements. If you read the problem, from the following information, prepare a comparative balance sheet of Deepti Limited. So what is the heading? Comparative balance sheet of dash company, that is Deepti Limited, for the time period as on 31st March 2012 and 2013. 2012 is previous year, 2013 is the current year. Now we said this pro forma has particulars followed by 4 amount columns. In the particulars column, what you take, because it is comparative balance sheet, we take the pro forma of the balance sheet. Pro forma balance sheet has 2 parts. One is equity and liability and other is assets. Equity and liability, main head shareholders fund, under that subhead share capital reserves and surplus. The second is non-current liability. We have long-term, BPL, long-term borrowings, long-term provisions, long-term liabilities. Then we have current liabilities, short-term, BPL, short-term borrowings, short-term provision, short-term liability, and trade payables. This gives us the total liability. So let us first put down the pro forma. On the asset side, we have 2 main heads, non-current asset and current asset. Under non-current asset, we have fixed assets, tangible asset and intangible asset. Then we have long-term others, long-term investment, long-term loans and advances, and other non-current assets. Now come to current assets. We have cash and cash equivalent, inventory and trade receivables. Then we have short-term others, short-term investment, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. That gives total assets. So total liabilities and total assets should match. So because it's a comparative balance sheet, first we took the pro forma of the balance sheet. And there are 4 amount columns. Current year amount we take first, next previous year amount, absolute change in rupees and absolute change in percentage. First, go down, read the problem and fill up the first 2 columns only. Fill up the first 2 columns only. So go down here, share capital. So it comes here. So what is the current year? The first they gave for 31/3/2013, that is the current year amount. 31/3/2012, that is the previous year amount. So the share capital here is 25 lakhs. For previous year also it is 25 lakhs. Okay, it's finished. Next we have fixed assets. Now come to fixed assets. Okay, what is this amount? This is 36 lakhs. And for the previous year it was 30 lakhs. Now next come to reserves and surplus. For the current, this is reserves and surplus. For the current year it is how much? 6 lakhs. For the previous year is how much? For the previous year it is 5 lakhs. Next we have investments. Here, long-term investment. What is the current year investment? It is 5 lakhs. What is the previous year investment? The previous year investment also is 5 lakhs. Next we have long-term loans. Long-term loans. So long-term loan is nothing but borrowings. So what is the current year long-term loan? It is 15 lakhs. What is the previous year long-term loan? The previous year long-term loan also is 15 lakhs. Next we have inventory. So it is a current asset. Inventory, we have it here. What is the current year inventory? The current year inventory is 4 lakhs. And the previous year inventory is how much? The previous year inventory is 7 lakhs. Next you have trade receivables. So here we have trade receivables. What is the current year trade receivables? It is 6 lakhs. What is your previous year trade receivables? It is 5 lakhs. Next we have cash and cash equivalent. What is the current year cash and cash equivalent? It is 50,000. What is the previous year cash and cash equivalent? It is 3 lakhs. And finally we come to the last thing, trade payables. Here it is trade payables, it's a current liability. What is the current year trade payables? It is 5,50,000. And what is the previous year trade payables? It is 5 lakhs. So with this, we have completed the problem. So first what you do is, in the particulars column, because it's a comparative balance sheet, we took the pro forma of the balance sheet. And then from the given problem, whatever amounts are available, we put it across the respective transactions. So like this we do. Now what do? Now we take the total of this. So the total of this is coming to how much? The total of this is coming to 51,50,000. You can cross check it. And even this total is coming to how much? 51,50,000. So total liabilities and total assets are the same. What is the previous year total? 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. So this total is 50 lakhs. And even this total 30, 35, 40, 7 plus 3, 10. So 50 lakhs. So the current year total assets, total liabilities and total assets are equal. The previous year total liabilities and total assets are equal. So these information, this pro forma, we know this amount we took it directly from the problem, and even these amounts we took it directly from the problem. Now we have to complete the rest of the problem. So until here it's actually very easy. Now come here. How did we get the absolute change in rupees? I told you it is current year amount minus previous year amount will give absolute change in rupees. So 25 lakhs minus 25 lakhs, it is nil. 6 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, how much is it? it is 1 lakh. 15 lakh minus 15 lakh, it is nil, right? 5 lakh 50,000 minus 5 lakh, what is the difference? It is 15,000. 36 lakhs minus 30 lakhs, what is the difference? 6 lakhs. 5 lakh minus 5 lakh, it is nil. 50,000 minus 3 lakhs. So what is 50,000? Cash and one minute. I'm just looking at cash and cash equivalent. Yeah. So what is 50,000 minus 3 lakhs? So it is minus 2 lakh 50,000. All the minus values I'm keeping in the bracket. 4 lakhs minus 7 lakhs is minus 3 lakhs. Negative value, therefore I am keeping within the bracket. 6 lakhs minus 5 lakh, the difference is how much? 1 lakh. It's a positive value. So we got two values which were negative. Okay, like that, see how easy it is. So current year amount minus previous year amount will give absolute change in rupees. Now we go to the last thing, that is absolute change in percentage. How do we get it? Absolute change in rupees divided by previous year amount into 100. So absolute change in rupees 1 lakh divided by previous year amount 5 lakh into 100. So that will give you 20%. So absolute change in rupees 50,000 divided by the previous year amount 5 lakhs into 100. So 50,000 divided by 5 lakhs into 100. So that would give you 10%. So absolute change in rupees 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs divided by the previous year amount by 30 lakhs into 100. So that would give you 20%. Next, so this will be obviously be 0, and 2,50,000 divided by 3 lakhs into 100, that is giving you 83.33%. And then you have 3 lakhs divided by 7 lakhs into 100. So that is a negative number, so that is giving you 42.86%. And the last thing, 1 lakh divided by 5 lakhs into 100, that is giving you 20%. And you can take the difference here. This is 1,50,000. 1,50,000 by 50 lakhs into 100. So that is giving you 3%. And similarly, the same thing. This is also 1,50,000. 1,50,000 divided by the previous year amount into 100. That is also giving you 3%. And this is what is the solution. So that is easy. So now what can you interpret this when compared to the previous year? In the current year, the reserves have increased by 1 lakh. I mean, they have increased by 20%. So the profits kept aside increased by 20%. So we can interpret that the company is doing good. So like that, we can take individual data and we can analyze it. The analytical part will come at a later stage. But right now, this is how the problem should be done. The pro forma will be the pro forma, the balance sheet. These two amount columns, the amounts are given directly at the problem. How do you get absolute change in rupees? Current year minus previous year, you absolute change in rupees. How do you get absolute change in percentage? Absolute change in rupees by previous year amount into 100 will give you the absolute change in percentage. So this is what is comparative balance sheet. That is what we were looking at, and I hope it is very, very, very easy.